Gregor, you've named your squad for the first summer tour in 4 years. Grant Gilchrist is the captain. What will he bring as a leader?
Well, Grant's already one of our leaders, so to get named as captain is a big honour to him and his family, but also someone that we know is going to lead by example. He's done that very well for Edinburgh this year and also for Scotland in the past when he's been captain. We feel he's coming to his best rugby too. He's shown parts of his game in attack and defence. He's really playing at a high level and he's someone that can get the team going in the right direction this summer.
You've named a number of young uncapped players in the squad. How important will this tour be to give them an opportunity?
Yeah, I think that this tour, and in particular the Chile game, gives us an opportunity to look at more players that perhaps wouldn't have got into the Six Nations squad that's just passed. And not only is it the games themselves, but it's a time you get to work with these players. That's what excites us as coaches. We're going to have 4.5 weeks together as a squad. We've got some real challenges in a very different environment, and that's what brings out the best in players that are destined to go on and play at the highest level.
And there's a few players that aren't named in the squad who would often be a mainstay they were a mainstay in the Six Nations squad, for example. Can you explain the reasons why there's some familiar faces perhaps not in this squad?
Yes, well obviously someone like Stuart Hogg, who's captain for us in the Six Nations, probably our most capped player in our current squad. He's played more minutes than anybody else that's available to us, and when you put that in the back of the Lions tour the year before, we believe the best thing for him and others is to rest this summer. It's going to be a big 12-14 months coming up with the World Cup next September, so we want our players to be in the best condition. So Stuart and others are going to get a break this summer, and we believe that will be a big benefit to them.
A few returning players from injury as well, Rory Sutherland, Matt Fagerson. How good is it to have them back in the fold?
Yeah, it's a bonus that we have more players to select from. You do tend to pick up injuries from time to time. We did pick up a few in Six Nations, so to lose Rory Sutherland, to lose Matt Fagerson during the tournament, Jamie Ritchie as well. He's not recovered in time for this tour, but Rory and Matt are. Likewise, Scott Cummings, Rory Darge, who picked up an injury following the Six Nations. To have them all available for us really adds to the quality of our group and the competitiveness of this squad.
4 games coming up, including an A game. How do you plan to sort of manage the squad throughout that period?
Well, it's a 40-man squad, but after the A game against Chile, then it's likely that squad will drop for the test series, and then again as we go through the test series we won't keep 35 players for the final week in Argentina. That'll probably get closer to 28 to 30. So yeah, that's a challenge for our players to be involved the whole 4 weeks. Certainly initially that first 10 days is something at time we'll have everyone together, and we'll have a real tough challenge against Chile. Although it's an A fixture, it's a proper test match, and that's the way we're viewing it. They play the following week against USA in a game that will qualify them for the World Cup if they win. Their professional team has gone really well. It's beat the Jaguares recently, and they're a real upcoming nation that will test us up front, but also in the way they play and the way they move the ball.
And finally, you must be really excited about the tour in general. You've spoken before about how much you enjoy touring. You toured as a player, now you tour as a coach. You know, what the main things that the players will take from this experience?
Well, they'll create the experience, but touring is always something I look back on very fondly from my time as a player. And when you come together with all former teammates, you tend to talk about tours. Things that happen on the field, experiences that are different than you normally have in your career, but off the field activities and bonding that goes on. We're traveling to the other end of the world for 4 weeks. It'll be sometimes tough on the players, moving hotel to hotel in different training environments, different challenges. It'll be very tough on the field, what we're doing in training, but also what Chile and Argentina are going to bring. But that's what makes you as a squad. We know we've got some improving to do from the Six Nations, and there's a great platform for us to kick on.